Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. I am back at Bad Hair Salon today. I'm with Katie and Sarah. How are y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
How are you? I'm doing great.
Wonderful.
So here at Bad Hair, they're very different. They have a more natural route, but you guys have a ton of diverse clients and you have some pretty specialized things that you're good at. I want to kind of take some time to go into that. First, let's start with you, Sarah.
Perfect.
You are a curly hair specialist.
Absolutely.
This is niche, but it's not, right?
Yeah. So there's a lot more people that have texture that maybe either don't know about it or have never properly been taught how to take care of it. And of course, we have so many different textures, from the tightest of curls to the loosest of waves. And we're here to kind of educate you on all of them.
I love that.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about what you do.
I'm the bridal director, so I handle all the bridal organizing. I help everybody, send out their contracts for their bridal, for their weddings, and then I help organize our team here, like who's going to do hair and who's doing makeup, and we just have fun with it.
That's a lot to keep track of,
Yeah.
I will say.
Yeah.
So what does a typical day look like for you guys here?
It just kind of depends on the day, but for me personally, again, it's a lot of educating our clients. That's something that always goes back to it. Every curly client that I am with, I go into like our in-depth process of how we're going to style, what we're going to use, why it's going to work for their particular curls, and really get them a personalized and individual routine that's going to work best for their curls. And then we can really break down the actual ingredients that are in our products as well, which helps with my InnerSense training and education. So not only is it great for them, but it's great for their curls as well.
Yeah. And you actually, when you leave the salon, you think your hair looks really good.
Yes.
And then you actually can keep it looking good.
Absolutely.
Day after day.
Because we want to give you the same confidence that while you're in salon, that we send you home with that same routine, that you have the confidence to do it when you go home too.
I love that.
Yeah.
And Katie, it's about to be a real busy season for you.
Yes.
What is that like every year? It's got to be pretty rewarding, right?
It is. My favorite part is seeing everything come together and just, seeing smiles on everybody's faces, the party, the wedding parties. And just, seeing it all come together is very rewarding.
Question. For somebody that is maybe going to become a bride, not naming any names, when would you need to book with you? Like, when would you need to start thinking about that process?
I would say at least 5-6 months in advance.
Okay, write that down.
Yeah, we do book up
Write
pretty
that down,
fast.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised though, a lot of people try to get in last minute, and we're able to work with them too.
I love it. And finally, I want you both to tell me why you love working here at Bad Hair. You guys definitely have a very different dynamic than any salon that I've walked into, but what is it really like?
So I love Bad Hair in general. It really gives you the environment to flourish no matter what your specialty is. We are so diverse, and that allows you to have, what you're the most passionate about. You have a great team of people to support you. There's education on everything, and if you don't know it, we also offer Bad Hair University classes every single Monday to our individual team as well. You can also come from outside as well too. So if there's a topic you don't know, whether it's regular hairstyling and cutting, curly classes, more specialty things, we have you covered. So there's always somebody who can help you, and coaches that are willing to get you to those goals that you want as well. So you're just set up for success here.
I love how our whole team is basically a big family, and I love how different we are, and how, like Leslie said earlier, that we recycle every single thing. I just think that's amazing. Not a lot of salons are aware, that what we put out into the world and how it affects the environment. So
You don't know until you know, people. And now I know. All right. Thank you guys so much for talking to me.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, guys, welcome to Georgetown, South Carolina. Today I'm at the Gullah Museum and I'm joined by Beatrice. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Let's get into it. I was walking around looking at all the different things you have in here, but can you kind of put into words what the Gullah Museum is all about?
The Gullah Museum is about advocating, educating, and preserving Gullah Geechee culture. So at our museum, we like to show how the Gullah Geechee are connected to our African heritage.
All right, so what are some of the things that people can come and look at here?
Okay, so well, I think one of the most popular things for people to look at is our bottle tree, our quilts. One of our featured items here are our story quilts, and our story quilts tell the story of the Gullah Geechee people.
Okay, tell me more. Tell me more.
So we have behind us we have our Michelle Obama quilt, and that quilt shows Michelle Obama's heritage from Georgetown, South Carolina, and starting from her great-great-grandparents to her grandfather, and how she's connected to Georgetown, South Carolina.
There's a lot to learn here. I think it's one of those things where you have to really walk around, and you guys have the knowledge too, to where, you know, you see these pieces of pottery, there's so much history behind it.
Yes. The pottery is great because that is our connection also with the indigenous people of America too, because the colonial ware was made by African Americans and the indigenous people.
And we were talking about this earlier, but the actual history of this museum, how did all of this come to be with your family?
Okay, so actually the museum was founded by my parents, Andrew and Vermel Rodriguez. It started out as just like a shop, and then my mom realized, oh, this really isn't a shop. It's a museum, and we're teaching people about the Gullah Geechee people, so let's just expand on it. We are just a one-room museum, but we pack in a bunch of history and culture about the Gullah Geechee.
Okay, tell me about Lorenzo Dow Turner.
Okay, Dr. Lorenzo Dow Turner is considered the father of Gullah studies. He's important because he's the person who got us first recognized as a culture and a language. His most important work, of course, is he was able to prove that Gullah was a language because Gullah is a Creole with, it's an English-based Creole with African vocabulary. We have 30 different African languages in our vocabulary. We also have French and Spanish, and it also includes African syntax and grammar. So that was really important because people before that thought we were just talking gibberish or baby talk or broken English.
But not at all.
No, it's a full language.
That's so cool. Let's talk about food too.
Oh God, Gullah Geechee food. Man,
what can you say?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of food that people think of as low country food is actually Gullah Geechee food, like she crab soup, shrimp and grits, red rice, chicken plow, chicken bog. I mean, we can go on and on about Gullah Geechee food and its influence in American culture and Southern culture.
And music as well.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I mean, music, you know, the Negro spirituals that were first recorded were all recorded in Gullah Geechee communities in Georgia and South Carolina. Some songs that people think of as just, you know, regular songs like the song Kumbaya, that is a Gullah Geechee song. And
I did not know that.
Yes, and it was, the first recording of it was in 1926 of a Gullah Geechee man in Georgia.
Wow.
Michael Row You Boat Ashore, that's a Gullah Geechee song.
Yeah, very cool.
This segment is sponsored by QC Kinetics.
Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today we're going to be hearing from our friends from QC Kinetics about how regenerative medicine can help you move better, feel better, and live better.
Brian, I know you help your patients throughout the consultation and ongoing in their healing journey, but to put it in layman's terms, what is regenerative medicine?
So regenerative medicine just means we're giving you back something you've lost. So whether that's cartilage tissue or tendon tissue or some soft tissue that's torn or sprained or strained, we can help your body accelerate that healing with your own cells. Now, the other thing I want to mention is that we're not just doing a one-time injection. A lot of people are familiar with getting a steroid shot. We're kind of doing what's kind of like a recipe. We're getting different ingredients in that pain point over time to get a full repair. So you might be seeing me for a PRP your first visit, an A2M your second visit, a bone marrow aspirate your third visit, and then another PRP after that. So it is an ongoing, you're gonna be seeing me every couple weeks to every 4 weeks for several months.
Taking those stem cells and helping them along the way, and you really support them from start to finish.
Absolutely. You're able to reach me at any time and get a question answered, get a concern reassured, and it's much different than what you're used to.
Brian, I know your treatments vary from patient to patient. You have these customized plans. Does it hurt at any point when you're helping them with their healing?
Yeah, good question. So they're already hurting. So it is an injection. So there is a needle that's piercing your skin, but we use this really cold spray. It's called ethyl chloride. Really makes the skin very cold, so you don't feel the needle piercing the skin per se. There is a little pressure when I'm injecting the fluid, but most patients are like, it's already hurting way worse than what you're doing. So it's not a painful experience. And then even when we're doing the bone marrow aspirate, now when we do that, we are numbing all the tissue up from the skin, the muscle, the fat, and the covering of the bone with Novocaine or lidocaine, you might know it as, but just like your dentist does when he numbs up your gum. So you are completely numb locally when we do that bone marrow procedure.
When you get through the appointment at the clinic, then you're going to be healed for years to come. It might be that long-term benefit.
Yeah, it is short-term discomfort for long-term benefit, so you can get back to the activities that you love.
Brian, you always kind of hear that you heal faster when you're young, and when you're a senior, it kind of takes a little bit longer, but you kind of turn that on its head here at QC Kinetics.
Yeah, I mean, in some aspects, that's very true. We all know that when you're 7, you bounce back from injuries faster than when you're 70. But it's not always because that's a hard, fast rule that your cells are not effective at 70. When we talk about harvesting bone marrow aspirate, I get that question a lot. A patient will come in and say, hey, I'm 69 or I'm 70. Is my bone marrow going to be effective? And my response to them is, well, we're not harvesting the bone marrow that you produced 60 years ago. That's already been used. You're producing it continually. That's how your body's able to heal itself from a scrape or a scratch. Or if you had no effective cells in your bone marrow, you wouldn't be healing anything. So we're using the cells that you're producing real time, all the time. And then you're going to replenish those cells that I harvest from you. You're going to replenish those. So it is somewhat of a myth that you can't repair yourself, but sure, yes, at age 7 you repair faster than at 70, but that doesn't preclude you from having a long-term benefit from regenerative medicine here at QC.
Brian, for those who are interested in that first consultation, where can they go? Visit you online or in person?
Yeah, just give us a call. Come see me here in clinic. We'll sit down. I'll listen to what's bothering you. You'll have my full attention, and then we'll figure out if is this a soft tissue injury? Is this an in the joint injury? And we'll make a customized plan to get you back to action.
This segment is sponsored by QC Kinetics.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, everybody, you know how happy I am to be back in the kitchen today, and I am joined by Chef Taylor, who is from Cantina Imperfecto. Thanks for coming by.
Of course, my pleasure.
All right, what are you going to be making for us today?
Today we're going to be making chile en nogada, which is actually a traditional and seasonal dish of Mexico, and it represents the flag and their heritage and the history of it.
Beautiful colors too. That's a big part of this dish, but you're gonna kind of put me to work and tell me walk me through the process of how you make this, because we want you to be able to do it at home too. And it shouldn't be too overwhelming, but there are some steps we have to go through.
Of course, yeah, don't worry, I'm definitely gonna be putting you to work. You're gonna be doing the dishes, you gotta earn this meal.
Of course I do. So let's get started. What do I need to do first?
All right, so we'll start by grinding up our spices right here. So we're gonna use a molcajete to grind up our spices. So that's some cinnamon sticks. Then we got some cloves. So yeah, just give it a little quick smash, do a circular motion, grind it up. I am gonna start by toasting our chiles. So we're gonna toast these about 3 minutes each side, you know, depending on the heat. So I'm taking these out, and we're gonna put them in a plastic bag. You could always use a bowl and cover it with some plastic wrap. Okay. But you know, traditionally, grocery bag, baby. You know, in the kitchen, we always gotta multitask. So we're gonna throw in our finely diced onions and garlic. These are your aromatics for the dish. How you doing over there, Katie?
I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
So once these are translucent, we're gonna go ahead and add our ground pork. Get that all mashed up. So now that our meat has some color to it, we're gonna go into our raisins. So it adds a little bit of acidity and sweetness to the dish.
Raisins, nature's candy.
Exactly. So here we have some fresh peaches and some fresh apples. So yeah, look at those nice bright colors. Let's start on making our sauce. We're gonna start by adding our soaked walnuts that we had overnight. Goat cheese.
Ooh.
I know you're probably gonna say Philadelphia cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Oh, you know, it's your kitchen. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know. So we're gonna take these out of the bag. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel off most of the outer skin. You wanna take a paring knife and make a nice slit 80% of the way.
Okay.
Because we're gonna stuff them and we're gonna fry them. All right, can we grab your famous cinnamon?
Oh, finally.
Perfect.
Needs salt.
It does. See, that's why we taste test. So we made that little slit down there. We're gonna stuff it, but not too much of the filling that we made. Start whipping our egg whites first. See how fluffy that looks? It has its air pockets. And then you always want to lay it away from you. That way you don't splash yourself with oil.
All right, so now we are going to be plating everything up, and one of the big features of this dish are the colors.
Yes,
that
of
look
course.
like the flag, right?
Yes, the white, the red, and the green.
The moment of truth. This was a huge bite for me to go in with. A lot of flavors in there, baby.
This is really good.
Mm-hmm. It's got pomegranate seed.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.